Good afternoon, this is Melissa with thestockswoosh.com, and today I'm going to review a play from Friday. This was on August 17th. It was Mrvl, M-R-V-L. This was a nice play. This was just one of these plays that probably a lot of people got on the day. It's just a very popular and heavily traded stock, and I'm sure almost every day trader out there that likes to short traded this on Friday. It had a nice move. The stock typically does not move more than $1 in a day. $1 is a huge move for this stock. I mean, even these big bars back here were like 60 cents. So when I saw this in the morning, I didn't have crazy expectations for a move on this. I got up in the morning, it was around here. I got up early, it was opening, gapping down around here. And the target really, I thought was here. And then by the time it opened, it was down there. Okay, so then the target has to be down here. Everybody see that? 1027. I was the target. And I had friends that were dreamy-eyed and said, oh, $10. Yeah, I would have been shocked, very shocked, if this went to $10. Mainly because, why? The market was, once again, bullish. Okay, so the market is bullish. This is kind of a market stock. Yes, it was a gap down. It was a nice play, and we're going to go over it. But you can't expect some crazy move on something like this that tends to flow with the market a lot on a day that the market is bullish. The market was kind of sideways on Friday, but still in a bullish mode. Okay, so the target had to be this number. Okay, and do you know that it didn't even get there? 10:30, and we're going to go over it. This is exactly why you have to pay attention to what you're doing, play the trade, and you have to really book your money, okay? You have to watch these things. I know some people like to get in trades and walk away for the day and come back, before 4 o'clock and just kind of do no management. Sounds great. It sounds like maybe, the ideal life or something. It's really not the best way to make money. Managing these things with a strategy, with a plan, knowing where you're getting in, knowing where you're getting out is the best way to trade, okay? And it's really not that difficult once you figure it out and learn how to do this stuff. Getting to that point is a different thing though, okay? So let's talk about it. Let's get to the 1 minute chart here. This is where it gapped down. This is a 1 minute chart. This happened the night before. Watched it gap down even more in the morning. Really was setting up nicely. Okay. And this had a pretty nice volume pre-market, which you need to take into consideration if you're looking to get in these things quickly. So this is a 1 minute after we open. And here's the play. It's open. There's no real trigger here, okay? Shouldn't be in this yet. Now remember where it opened, okay? Let's go back and look at this daily chart here. This was yesterday. When I first woke up, it was around here. Now that maybe would have been an immediate entry, but that's not how it's set up, okay? It's set up down here. So anything could have happened at this point. I knew it was going to work, but, where do you get in these things? When do they work is always the question, and you really have to know what you're doing. When this opened, this could have rallied up quite a ways more. It could have even rallied all the way up to here. Do you see that? Or here, or here. That would have been too much. But I've seen them happen. In fact, I've seen them happen where they go up and boop, boop, and they happen like very quickly, and they're still playable then short. And sometimes they happen so quickly. So don't be jumping into these things immediately. Wait. Wait for a trigger. Okay. Where this was hanging in no man's land, it could have pushed up here a little bit. People were short this since the night before. Okay. So they may have gotten out of it on the open. Not many people did, though. I mean, this thing was pretty weak. It's set up really nicely. Really nicely. You almost can't even ask for a better setup than this. It just doesn't move that much in the day. So when you get these kind of plays, know that if you want to have a decent day, you're going to have to take it with size. It's just the only way. Because you can't be hanging on to these things for unrealistic target in a bullish market, looking for dollar moves in the day. Okay, that's just not the proper way to think. You're better off taking size for a move, a realistic move to a target, a realistic target, not a piggish target, okay? This isn't the kind of stock that you trade and get in on a gap that's going to see a $5 run with like a 3-cent stop. This isn't it. And if you're familiar with trading with this, you know what I mean, okay? Let's get back to it. So this went up here, 1084, held, no problem. No trigger, no trigger, no trigger. Retested, 1085, 1085 again. Okay, now we're really starting to like it here. Really starting to like it. This 8 is pushing down, retesting an area, it's holding. You take it right there. Oh. And look what happens here. A retest again. Now you're all in, baby. All in. Get a nice move. Beautiful move. And your stop is really, I mean, if you took it in here, your stop was 5 cents. If you took it in here, your stop had to be like 8 cents. Beautiful, nice move. And really, when it booped under the low of the day here, 1061, 1050 was a first target. We'll go back and find that number, but this was a first target before the 1027. And this is into a reversal time. So you can decide what you want to do. Take the whole thing off to get a nice 35-cent move with size, or you want to really try to hold it down. Let's look at what time it actually made it there. Just before lunch. Thing touchdown here, 10:30. Thing touchdown here at 10:30. 10:30. 10:30. It was trying. It couldn't do it. It's up to you how much room you want to give this to do it. But when something's 2 cents away and it's trying to do it, and it has plenty of time to do it here. Okay, we're waiting for 30 minutes for this thing to go 2 cents under it. Because if it would have went under that, then it could have had a nice push down. Okay, we were waiting for it to go under it to have a nice push down to the next target, which maybe could have been 10. But when it's trying for 30 minutes in this formation, and it can't go the 2 more cents, you need to book your money. Okay, going into lunch, waiting for a while. Don't suffer through a big rally in this, and then look what happened. You didn't take your money off here. This thing retraced all the way up to that 60-some area before the end of the day, which is back where we were here. Do you see that? Look at that. I mean, these things are just so beautiful. I love charts. How can you not love this? I mean, everything in this chart makes sense. Everything. It's like a song. It's somebody playing the piano. And everything just makes sense. Okay. So, the moral of the story is to book your money, have realistic targets, and it's based on the stock and the chart, and you have to know how to find those and pick them and read them. And see, look what happened here. I still think this is lower, even though it didn't get under there, but it may take some time. It may not go right away, as it didn't go Friday. There was a lot of people short this stock. For it not to even get 2 cents more down here, 3 cents more down here, come on. You know, it was kind of having trouble. Why? Because the market's bullish. You know, around lunchtime, people took their profits then, and then it pushed everybody up through, and then went back into that area. Still a nice gap. Still got a nice move out of it. Even if you got out that first place, I said you could have gotten out at 50. Okay, down here at that drop. If you took sides in this trade up here, you had a nice move. You had a day in. A really nice day in. I mean, you could have reshorted it in here, you know. I wouldn't have taken sides in it, though, just to get another 15, 20 cents out of it. because there really was no guarantee it was going to go under through there. And you know, sometimes when they do, they always reset up again, okay? They always give you another chance when they have big days. But when they don't have big days, they don't give you another chance, okay? So you need to make sure that you book your money. Don't let it go back to your entry price. Don't get back half the trade, okay? It's okay to hold for extra profits if you're going to make really 3 times the amount that you would have to give back through a rally. I don't even want to hold it if I'm going to give back and only make 2 times more the amount, because it's almost not worth it. Because if you give back 1 times the amount to make 2 times, it almost never pays off. If you want to give back 1 times to try to make 3 or more, then that's fine. Okay, but don't give back 1 times the amount to make 1. Don't give back 1 times the amount to make 2. It's just it will not end up being enough for you in the long run. So this is Mrvl. This was the play on Friday. It was a nice trade. Really nice trade, really nice chart. Hopefully some people played it and made money in it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know at melissa@thestockswoosh.com, and I'll talk to you soon.